Hi, welcome back to the Georgian White Poppy, and we are talking about Christmas outside on my porch. Right here I have a thrifted on Marketplace trunk which I fill with home decor. Right now it has cherubs and anything shape of the heart, most likely. I thrifted these separately. I think this is a quiche dish and a little bowl. And for these little pears I found at Goodwill, I have just added different colors over the year. You can see they have different textures. I've added baking soda. I laid them and rolled them in baking soda and a little bit of glue and then painted them so they look a little rustic. And if I've lost the little stem, I've just added a little stick, which looks cute too. My tree over here, I'll take a step back. I found the tree at a flea market in Mount Dora, Florida, and it was $10. And I couldn't believe when I got home that the lights actually worked. I was going to film putting the tree together, but I had no vision, excuse me, of what to do. So I'm going to explain a little bit of what I've added. These are a long stem, and they have many. I was going to see if I could pull one out, but I don't think so. There's many branches on this one pick, and I wasn't sure I was going to like it or even keep it in the tree, but I love how they bend. You can flick them up to be whimsical. They're very long. And then I added the tea towels, or they're not tea towels. They are, I'm going to lay this down so you can see exactly what it is. You can get these from Walmart. It's a little apron. Trying to flip it over. Little pocket apron. Sometimes I tea stain them, and I have just folded it over and rolled it up pretty tight. And then you see how cute it is. It looks like a little rosette. And then I have just added them to the tree. The strings just can fall down anywhere you like them. There's one here, here, up here, there's one here. And as you can see, anywhere you see these, that's what it is, they're little aprons. I have these left over. I just pulled all the leaves off them for fall and added them to the tree. I think it was the last thing I added, and just placing them in. These are a long pick or a branch. So it's slightly pink, slightly brown and white. And then I have added these, which is all on one stalk. And then I added anything I had that was white, gold, or silver. Each bauble. There's one here. I like to cluster them together where you have a few. More sticks, branches here and there. Here's another apron. And then this is what is on the table in front of the napkin. I'll go back and show you what I mean. I've just taken a few off and I also put them in the glass. Just to look pretty, not to obviously drink. They're just so pretty, and you could do this with the pearl tree if you have hanging pearls that you could hang on the tree. And then I had these little picks. Anytime I have gypsophilia, I've added that right here. What have I not talked about? Then I added stars. And instead of hanging them, I just placed them in the tree. I also have these hanging stars. There's 3 in a row. These were from my mom's shop, the Georgian shop in England 30 years ago. I still have them. Here's another one hanging. They're all over. And then I found some white. These have snow on them. And I have just placed them. There's another one down here. Here's another one. I'm just, again, this is the first thing I started with. I put these all over. 1, 2, then maybe 3, and then as you go down, you get more. So maybe 4 along the bottom. Let's talk about under the tree for a minute. The tree is just sitting, if I can get in here, on a box. And this is a linen jumpsuit that was my daughter's. I've tea stained it to give it a little darker. It was gray and white. Here's some more stars. These I also put in. I'll show you that. I have these in a bucket. These are what I mean by the picks. So it basically looks like this. I don't know, you can find them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They have these tiny little flower on them. Oftentimes they fall off. So I've glued them on. And really, they're mostly just sticks. And again, I take it like this and start at the bottom and just slide it just like that, up and in. This tree really took no time at all to make it look whimsical. You can see from the side many pieces stick out. These are so fun. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them in the tree. And then I just made a giant bow for the top and put little tiny ornaments at the top. Here's another apron, little tiny. I just used what I had. I don't think anything on this tree is new from this year. It's whatever I've had. Like these glass ornaments are from years and years ago. And you just keep adding till you get the look you're wanting to achieve. And I had no idea what I was looking for this year. And I will leave you there. I hope you have enjoyed this. It was definitely a fun tree to put together. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll be back again. Toodle pip, bye for now.